So take us through the transition period of going from like big law, right? You're in there, you're like, I'm not getting sleep, I'm stressed, I'm not servicing the clients the way I want to, and then you transition and start your own thing. Take us kind of through that journey and what that looked like, and like, was it a hard decision to leave and start your own thing? Was it scary? What were all the things and emotions going through your mind?
It was extremely scary. When I first went out on my own, I was living in an extremely expensive, New York City rental, and immediately I had to move out, move back in with my parents,
How
cancel.
much was the rental?
I don't want to say, but it was embarrassingly expensive. You hear a lot of horror stories these days in the New York City real estate market. Yeah, it was horrible. So, but it was fine because I had a good job, but went back to zero. So it's extremely frightening because when you're in the big law firm, your self-esteem can always fall back on, well, I represent this bank and that bank and I'm part of this firm, and that's like what makes me like a legit lawyer. And now I'm like, oh my God, I have zero clients. Like, am I even a lawyer? So that first month, what did I do? I had zero clients. What I do all day, you study and you go back to school and you open the books again and you become a master of the craft that you want to pursue, which for me was a slight practice area shift. I'm still a transactional lawyer, but in the big law, I was like a debt finance specialist, and now I'm all small business. So I hit the books hard to learn a few new things, and I started doing social media, blogging, and just anything I could do to get my name out there and just waiting for the phone to ring. But I believed in my heart that I was meeting an unmet demand, that at the end of the day, this is an underserved market, and I can't promise when I'm going to corner it because these things are unpredictable, but I know I will at some point. And what I would say to anyone getting started in this is the first few clients are the hardest ones. Once you have those, just focus on doing as good of a job for them as you possibly can, and then make sure they leave a Google review and repeat that process, and hopefully you don't run out of clients. And if you do run out of clients, then start paying for advertising and just wait for the referrals. But in order to get those referrals, you got to get those first few really solid clients underway so you can show to the world, I actually can do small business. I'm not just some big law guy who's only ever worked on billion-dollar leveraged buyouts. Like, I'm ready to handle the mom and pop LLC operating agreement and trademark filings, small business M&A, and all those kind of issues, which may seem like a totally different planet than the big law, but it's really all cut from the same string.
Mm-hmm. So what made you switch to wanting to service small business clients, and like how long did it take you to learn, read or like learn more to get to the point where you could start your own business?
Mm-hmm. I know exactly the moment I knew I wanted to service small business clients. I was doing pro bono at the law firm, which means doing work for free, which is really supposed to be for poor people. And, I had a small business client because I was a business lawyer, and I was just like, you know what? I think they're making too much. Like, they really should just be paying me. I'm not sure, why don't I just have my own business? And I thought about it more and more, and I thought about the growing small business economy, and I started talking to people, and I realized there is an epidemic right now of people who are wise guys who are drafting their own contracts, not for like $100 deal between friends, for $1 million deals, $100,000 deals, and people are drafting their own contracts with that much money on the line, and there are very real consequences to that. So I became aware of some real-world examples of that phenomenon, and I was horrified. So I saw a problem that I could fix. And if we're being honest, like, it's just a lot more fun to work with small business owners. It's just a much more fun day because, you're servicing these big institutions. The employees you're dealing with, they don't care. They're just cogs in the machine just like you are. So you're really just counterparts, cogs of different machines kind of working together. So it's just kind of, to me it was soul crushing. But now I'm filled with so much vibrancy because it's every single day. I just love the clients I deal with, and I'm just so happy to see them succeed. And, you know, I was kind of happy to see the clients succeed in Bigelow, but like not as happy as I am now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I feel like you're more dedicated. You're the one fully focused on them.